Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. Hey, good morning, y'all. Happy Easter. So I wanted to put out a couple videos, and I'll reconvene with y'all a little later today because you know your girl, it is Easter Sunday, and no bedside Baptist today, you guys. No bedside Baptist. I want to talk about Kenya Moore and Kenya Moore's confessionals of it all, y'all. First and foremost, we'll get to the good. The good is Kenya looked absolutely stunning. She gave a high pony, gave a little butterscotch dress of it all, and all of the things, right? So, how can I say this, right? There's good and bad in this, right? There's good and bad in this. Obviously, whoever is doing the producing, is doing the editing, they have something pretty cool here. I felt that there were some things Kenya confirmed, and then there were some things I felt was kind of like a deflection. I felt like Kenya, had a greatest hits compilation of all the YouTubers that said all the things about her, that brought up previous things she did in the past and said, what about this? What about that? And she addressed it, right? She addressed it, addressed Kim Fields pulling her chair and saying that, they were good, that she apologized on Watch What Happens Live, and that Kim has since invited her to be on her show, The Upshaws on Netflix. I believe it's in its last season. Then said, regarding the Phaedra thing with the Pow Pow in the closet with the scene of her and Brandon, she is, her response was basically that, she didn't directly say anything that she was going to pow Phaedra and that Phaedra had a taser at the reunion. No. No, wait. Didn't Phaedra bring the taser though because she felt scared? Wasn't a shut. Then, you guys, she called Porsha a liar. But this part was actually interesting, and I'm surprised that this didn't go viral. She called Porsha a liar for the piece of, a housewife. So Porsha specifically said a housewife provided some of the images of Britt to Kenya, right? She never gave a name. So I found it interesting that Kenya was like, oh, it wasn't Drew. Drew didn't do this. And then she exempt, Ming Lee as well. But Ming Lee has already admitted on the internet that she does have explicit photos of Britt on her phone. Make it make sense. This is the piece where it's like, okay, there's kind of been some people who've kind of been alluding to that they do got a little something. I do find it interesting, though, she did not call Porsha a liar, where Porsha said that she had fought for Kenya to stay on the show. She did not call Porsha a liar, that there was an active housewife that was trying to get Kenya fired. She did not call Porsha a liar when Porsha had mentioned as well that her and Kenya talked a lot behind the scenes, because previously Kenya said that the only person that was there for her at the time was Angela Oakley. And then she did not call Porsha a liar as well, that she just didn't mention at all that when Britt Edie was on her apology tour, and when Britt and Porsha had talked about, possibly, her reconciling and everything else with Kenya, she didn't mention Porsha, reaching out to Kenya, letting Kenya know that her and Britt had a conversation. Britt was willing to apologize and all of this and all of that. Here's the bottom line. And then Kenya is, doubling down, saying essentially that the private investigator is where they find the photos, but she made it so it says, it's like, oh, well, it's readily available on the World Wide Web. No. Hey, here's the thing. Y'all, all of y'all that are FBI agents, all of y'all that are CIA agents, all of y'all that are detectives for the internet and all of it, you guys would have found by now something of Britt Eady that was that was somewhere on the corn, right? Because she kept comparing Revenge Pete to Kim Kardashian, but people still to this day post screenshots of the Kim Kardashian and Ray J extravaganza on the internet, y'all. So you're trying to tell me all these housewife fans that love getting tea on everybody, love getting information on everybody, nobody could find anything on Britt? Which would confirm what Britt said, that she had the internet scrubbed, which would have meant, Kenya, your private investigator, essentially would have had to go onto the dark web. Because if it is readily available, why is it going on a year? And we still do not know what was shown at that hair salon. We don't know, or hair spa. Why don't we know still? Any other time people would post receipts and post, all of the things, and still to this day, it is not readily available. The people don't have that information. Why is that, you guys? That's what I want to know. And then Kenya said as well that she spoke to a Georgia attorney that basically told her what she did, she wasn't wrong. No. You guys, are we doing this now? Are we playing semantics where we're just going to have certain attorneys tell us what we want to hear? Is that what we're doing? Just like with the Karen Huger situation, there were attorneys that were speaking out about Karen Huger's situation, and they said that there was no way that she was going to get early release. There was no way she was going to have to do her entire sentence and all that. Now there's rumors that Karen Huger may only be gone till November, and possibly even earlier than November if she keeps racking up the good behavior credits. So speaking to an attorney that's going to tell you, oh no, you're not wrong, posting, there is no job, you guys. There is no job where you're going to get away with posting nude images of somebody slapping on the knob on big old poster boards or any type of paraphernalia that is alluding to that, and y'all are still going to have a job. And y'all keep missing this, right? Because Kenya, and it was interesting, she was using a lot of Nene's talking points as to what led to Nene filing that lawsuit against Bravo, NBC Universal, and all the things that, now all of a sudden it is RACISM. But she gave examples of if this was Kyle Richards, if this was Teresa, and all this and that, but you left out the part of there have been other housewives who have been let go. And there's literally active lawsuits regarding Bravo with former housewives like Leah, like what happened with Brandi Glanville on Ultimate Girls Trip that got shut down. This is the same network that is putting out Diddy documentaries. Are we just going to act obtuse? Bravo didn't want these problems. And I don't understand. This is what nobody can answer to me. Why in 2025 are we doing anything involving anything regarding SEX or corn? Why are we doing anything about that? Dragging somebody's, past in their intimate parts and all of that in 2025 is not the read, is not the drag that you think it is, or in 2024 when all of this is filmed. And I don't understand for the life of me, as much as y'all like to bring up RAPE gate from Rojas season 9, why are we doing anything involving SEX on the show? Why? Why are we perpetuating anything? Make it make sense. It's not going to work. And I want to say for the record, nobody is diminishing what Britt Eady said, right? Because Kenya confirmed that Britt Eady basically said that I've got whips and GUNs for like you, right? Obviously, it sounded like the investigation didn't investigate, or they investigated after the fact or whatever else. And also, Kenya ultimately confirmed that she allegedly initially was invited to the reunion, but then they snatched her invite card. And I wonder how. So I'm trying to figure out the timeline of this, right? Like, when she was notified that she was essentially fired from the show, was that like, hey, and no reunion either? Or was there still on the table her potentially to be on the reunion in 2025 until these internet antics took place? That's just what I want to know, right? And then Kenya made a comment that people were eating off of her and making money off of her. To be honest with you, I've made more money on my Love and Marriage Huntsville videos than I do my Kenya videos. So that's hilarious. But nonetheless, all in all, I feel like she gave Team Twirl what they wanted to hear. But for me to be honest and for me to be fair, I still feel that there's like a lot of questions that need answered. And I felt like she utilized a lot of things that Nene addressed in her lawsuit with Bravo to justify her actions. She did apologize. However, I feel like there's no love lost at this point. And she basically said that Britt needed something because she wasn't bringing anything to the show her first few weeks of filming. And, essentially she feels that Britt just wanted to latch on to something, whether it was the engagement ring, whether it was something, to try to have a moment and try to have a storyline with Kenya, right? And here's the thing. If that is true, Kenya, why all of this nonsense? Why couldn't you allow Britt to basically fumble it herself? Be a one and done? All of this retaliation, like it wasn't even necessary if she was already flopping. If she, according to you, was already flopping as a housewife, why give her anything? Why give her anything? And, and then Kenya wants to, say that she wasn't tricked out of her spot, but no. You tricked yourself out of the spot. It is the whole thing, right? And it doesn't matter. I don't care about this. Oh, I've been on the show 12 years. I've been on the show 13 years or 14 years. Bravo don't care. And again, comparing to the White Housewives, y'all gotta understand, I don't know what isn't going to click. Y'all can't do the same stuff as these White Housewives. Y'all can't. Do you know how many seasons ago Tamra Judge did Naked Wasted and nothing happened to her? But Phaedra, R.A.P.E. Gate, and the alleged producer both gone from the show right after, right? You and your images on the poster board gone right after. The rules, I don't understand in 2025 why people are acting obtuse, as if you cannot play the same type of games. You can't do the same type of shenanigans as your white counterparts. Like, I don't know make it make sense. If you're coming in on positive vibes and good energy and all these things, why would you do anything to jeopardize that? You have to outsmart the people. You have to outwit the people. You have to be better. This was a perfect example of Michelle Obama when she said, they go low, we go high. This would have been the perfect example. But nonetheless, foolishness took over, and here we are. Here we are. But I just feel like I said, there were some things Kenya addressed, and Bravo dropped the ball on their investigation. Bravo dropped the ball for not disciplining Britt as well. We can all agree to that. But let me tell you guys, I don't work in HR. I do not work for Bravo. I do not work for NBC Universal. I do not work for Peacock. So harping on that at this point, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing that I can do. They've made their decision that they were still going to move forward with Britt Eady. Rumor has it because allegedly there was some legal stuff involved. Or she might have got her lawyers involved with Bravo and just went straight to the head of the snake. I don't know. But nonetheless, they made their decision, right? And I told y'all a long time ago, the decision was, it's cheaper to keep her. it's cheaper to keep her is the decision, right? So nonetheless, that's how I feel. I might expound on it a little bit later if I get time today, but I want to hear what y'all think. What did y'all think of Kenya's confessionals? Like I said, there were some things she confirmed, there was some things she deflected from, and ultimately, you know, at this point in time, people are going to believe what they're going to believe. I felt she used some of Nene's, you know, talking points. I felt as though she didn't flat out call Porsha a liar and everything, just, you know, on who gave Kenya the information. And I feel like even if a housewife did give Kenya the information, even if Mean League did give Kenya the information, she wouldn't confirm that. She wouldn't put them on blast because she would know that would send hate their way. And also, Cynthia, Kenya did not even want to speak on Cynthia at all, which is very interesting. But yeah, that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.